image hits you. The realization of what is being shown to you hits you, and that's what causes your grip to slip. Magic's fucking nasty, isn't it?
Magic's being fucking mean. Stop. I'm kidding.
That's fucking crazy. That being said, they did succeed. Let's switch gears. 2 times, 2 attempts, 2 successes.
What a horrible failure.
Silass, you have 2 choices, same as before. Intelligence or charisma. You gotta do it twice. You do hear their voices as you're in this cove talking to Cathal, having a blast! Look at that starfish, look at that. Call him Patrick. My man Patrick. My boy Patrick Star. Yeah, you and Cathal are having a blast, and you hear their words suddenly erupt in your head, and probably like send your fur standing on edge, your ears upright. Just, it's the equivalencies of an intrusive thought that has acoustic.
Ooh.
And it's quite clear you're the only one that hears it. Oh, you hear exactly what they say. Well, probably one after the other, for simplicity's sake, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, your choice. Int or charisma?
I think, if I may, first...
Yes.
Silass, if they were speaking, because I don't remember where the conversation left off, but if they were speaking, or even if they weren't, they definitely, like you said, their first stands on edge, and they kind of jump and like look around quickly. And
what's the matter, cuz? Sound like you heard a ghost or something. Imagine Ghost Cave.
Listen.
No, I'm just kidding. By the way, there's not fucking ghosts here. Like I've been here before.
Silass gets very serious, kind of almost ignoring what he says with that second part, and very quickly sitting up, and if even possible at this point, moving closer to him. I don't know how close they were, but
you're decently close.
But they like look over him for a second.
He begins like standing up once you stand up. By the way.
Well, I imagine they're still sitting because they were laying down before.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I will say he is still getting up regardless. Don't worry about it. What do you say?
Listen,
got sand on my ass.
We have to be serious for a second. Serious time. Come on.
Alright, let's hear it.
Silass stares at him, and I can't say for certain if he'd have ever seen Silass get this kind of look on their face before, but it's one of anxiety and one of trying to steel themselves. Because, I mean, like you said, they heard what the other two said. So they can imagine something's going on, and they don't know how much time they have left. So they take a shaky breath in, and they just say, it might sound out of context, I guess.
Oh God.
But
Silass.
Listen, I need you to believe me when I say this, that I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what?
I'm sorry.
I am now robbing you of one of your choices. Charisma save.
Ooh.
Damn, I really destroyed it.
Here's the thing, you also get a D4, and I don't even think a minus D8 on that would cause it to fail. Roll me the D4 anyways, I just want to see if you broach 30.
A max on the D would bring her to 20.
Damn,
yeah.
30 exact. Silass, listen, he crouches down again. That's once. We'll go to the second one in a sec. I don't know what you're sorry about, but there's nothing to be forgiven. Nothing's happened. I'm right here.
No.
Listen, he takes you by the hands and pause, lifts you up. Hey, come here. All right? Listen to me. All right? Listen to my voice.
Silass has like tears in their eyes at this point.
Listen to my voice. He begins pulling you by both your paws, holding hands, and you guys wrap around a large rock and exit out of the cove. He's like, listen, I appreciate that you're such a great friend and that you're looking out for me, but, like, there's nothing to be apologizing for, and it hurts me to see you so sad. You guys exit out of the cove, and you are in a not a hillland area, but like a high plateau, sweeping fields of golden wheat and stuff like that. You could see off over there is a large tower or repository of some sort off to your right area. To the left area seems to be some great old like 5-story tavern. There's nothing. Again, there's nothing. All right, it's still good.
They sniffle and they hug him.
One more check. Or more save. Your choice.
Oh.
He hugs
Does
you back.
Silas get the pardon?
So, he hugs you back. But what's your question?
Does Silas get the feeling that this will end soon?
Well, I guess we're kind of a bit more clean on things. Here's the thing. It never has to end. You can keep taking the int save option and failing every time. It doesn't have to end.
If I may, I don't want to prolong it, but I know what Silas would pick, but I'd like to see, with a little bit more talking, if that changes.
Sure. Well, in terms of this world or in the other world?
In this world.
Okay.
I think I know what option Silas wants right now.
Yeah. Okay, then this isn't robbing you of the choice. That one is still there, the save. But make me a different int save. This one's independent.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh
and
no.
Yes. And oh yes. Smile. Yeah. you hold on to the Cathal and he's just like he pats you on the back and he scritches the back of your head. I don't fucking know. Whatever, man. He comforts you to the best of his capability. He's like, it's alright, Silas, alright? Listen. Your pick. I can go probably find some funny comics over there. He gestures at the big tower. I don't know, you could fucking read something. I don't fucking know. He gestures to his other side. Or we could go get a drink. Get some lunch, maybe. I'm a bit peckish. And that fish is not satisfying.
I think Silas will lean back a bit, like pull back a bit from the hug and wipe their eyes and just motion with their head towards the drink option.
You guys been walking down the road. Y'all been walking down the road. Hey, my fellow PCs, my fellow players, my fellow player Americans, my fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
Make me. This is really intrinsic upon your guys' characters. Roll me d100s.
Someone roll good.
All of you roll me d100.
Hey.
Oof.
Percentile.
All right, I'm gonna need you guys to be as crazy as me right now. I'm gonna ask you to flip a switch, like Otani. You've been walking down the road, fields of wheat, immensely lovely smell. Past a scarecrow, hello scarecrow. And as you're walking down, you begin cresting around a rather large tree, and it's accompanying bushes and stuff like that. And you wrap around the tree. Oh shit! It's Alexander. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Kyle?
I think that
I will say,
Is it?
out of game, this isn't the real Alexander. My friends, and this is the order, by the way, in which you guys will be appearing. You're trying to get Silas.
Before I get there.
Oh no! You guys are trying to get Silas to stay.
Oh, that's so fucked.
oh.
Whoa! Look at this fancy pants.
On a street, right?
It's on a dirt road, like a farm road, something like that. Something you see in Montana.
Okay, he's walking Lady Bill with her.
Yeah.
You just finished feeding her a sugar cube.
It's like fucking Django. You bitches looking at it.
What did you up to today?
well,
No. You and I met Alexander.
Wink.
Silas snorts and starts laughing.
Winks back. You already know if he gets the joke. He winks back anyways. How you been, man? It's been a while.
I was just taking my Lady Bellwether here for a ride. In fact,
Lady Bellwether?
Yeah, what's wrong with that name? What's your horse's name?
He doesn't.
Fucking old.
You're. What was that, Silas? He doesn't what?
Nothing. Silas puts their hand up and looks at Cathal. Go on. With
What? I was just saying, it's a dainty name for. Look at this fucking thing. It's a behemoth.
Well, she's a dainty lady.
it's a. Alright, it's whatever you say, man.
Behemoths can be dainty.
Where are you off to? You're going this way, right? So, where are you off to?
You're going this way, as in like the same way they're going.
Up to you.
Well, I guess he looks down the road and he says, "Well, like I said, I was just going for a ride, but if y'all are going this way, might as well go with you."
Yeah, fucking more the merrier, eh? Right, Silas?
He reaches into his pocket and he takes out 2 or 3 sugar cubes. You want to feed her?
Horses don't like me. If I'm being honest,
why?
I know, right? Yeah, Silas, you want to feed Lady Bellwether?
I guess I have a question of...
Yeah.
I guess, to Silas, how weird is it that Alexander is here now? Is it kind of something that maybe one could push aside as, oh, this whole place is weird, of course he's here?
Roll me a wisdom save now.
Roll good? Oh, fuck, roll so bad.
Oh,
you rolled so
rolled
really
spell
bad.
save DC too. At least you'll get cutting words by yourself. That's good. I mean, like,
You
come on,
got a
like,
D4? No.
does get a D4, but that wouldn't save against a 19.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Silas, like, come on, like, it's Alexander, right? Like, you guys finished adventuring it's like 4 months ago. I mean, come on, you guys deserve a little peace.
For sure.
Yeah, come on.
Silas absolutely wants to feed Lady Bellwether.
Roll me animal handling. This is very, 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 very important.
Oh god.
All right, you successfully feed Lady Bellwether. Moving on. So you guys get going down the road like Wizard of Oz. Oh, hey, look, another. Well, this one's more like a what's the term? Depot, like a place where you could like store hay and carts, stuff like that. Yeah, you guys wrap around this depot, and Cathal like swipes an apple from inside and offers one, or swipes a series of apples from inside and offers it to all of you guys. And then who's that? A new challenger appears. It's the jar.
As we're walking up.
Actually, let me make this even more messed up.
Oh god.
The jar, can you make me an intelligence save?
Oh no!
Are you jacked into the bullshit?
What? No, it won't be that. No, it won't be that. We'll maintain that distance. But I want to let's see how twisted.
Knowing my fucking luck? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You had a +1.
Oh, wow!
I don't think you had a shot.
It's the jar and a pretty lady on his arm. What's her name? Isadora? Silas can make another wisdom save.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
God damn it!
Wait,
you
you have a D4. There is a world where you succeed.
Oh, there's
it's a high majority.
There's also a world where you fail, and I laughed at you.
There you go.
Yes!
Oh.
Interesting. Not. Let's just really dogpile this. Yeah, look, it's Sajar coming down the road with a pretty lady on his arm. Pretty lady on his arm. But you guys hear this rap tappa from a trap door that apparently is in the depot there. That's crazy. And Cathal being a good person, he's such a good Samaritan. He opens it up. Yo, what's up, Oriana? Yo, what's up?
It was in an underground fight club, and it's very literal.
Yeah, it was a fucking awesome underground fight club. Like, you look sweating, you look like Adonis right here. But no hits.
That should just be fucking glowing. It's like, I am the best.
Oh. Woo! Hello, pretty lady from the depths.
No, but I appreciate the compliment.
I think Cecil just punched him in the shoulder.
What, you think Oriana isn't a pretty lady? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty ripped.
Cecil look at Oriana in quotation marks. And look her up and down and be like,
No, let's add some more twist to this. Alexander can make me an intelligence save.
Ooh.
But yeah, Sajar's closing the distance. He comes on up. Yo, what's up? Damn, you succeeded. Moving on. I think that makes narrative sense. Yeah. Yeah, Sajar and Isadora coming up. Good afternoon, all of you. I see you have quite the,
my
prostate.
friends.
Lady Isadora, Sajar.
I don't know if lady would be the most fitting term. I'm far from nobility.
Well,
Noble of heart.
there
I'll-
it is.
I'll prefer Mrs.
Well.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Garth can't
Whatever
remember
you
if
say,
Mrs. means
Mrs.
married or
Joe.
not.
Mrs. means married. Miss is not.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Okay, we have
Mrs.
to see...
Aishaman Drexarian.
God, I still don't know how you said that.
I still don't know how he says it either.
You
Okay,
get used to it.
We have
But-
to see how expensive the ring is, though. Because it's the jar. He's going to be ostentatious.
I assure you, Oriana, the cost of the ring is inordinate, but the emotion that I feel wearing it is priceless.
Aww.
That's
So let's see the ring.
She brandishes a fine ring, and this is where that successful save kicks in. Man, this is a fucking awesome fucking crew. You guys about to go get drinks, get some lunch. You see Isadora's ring, and there's a sort of fissure in your vision. Like, it's a fine ring, but surely you're wondering, shouldn't Sajar be able to do better? Maybe he did it on purpose. And then you look on Sajar's hand, and he's not wearing a ring, and you're beginning to spot all the discrepancy.
He should be wearing 9.
It should be very nice, you're right.
I
But
think Silas's eyebrows will slowly start to furrow as they start to realize something's not quite right.
Seishiman Draxerian.
yeah, Zay and Arian at the end. Move on. Something's not right, Silas. But what's a little bit more? A little drink, a little lunch. This ends when you want it to. As a player, that is. And I guess a Silas in a way.
I think
I'm so sorry you missed the wedding, Silas. You know, I have to make it up for you. I have to make it up to you somehow.
Here's meals for the next 5 days.
Well,
Oh my God.
I wonder if that would pull Silas out of their thought process.
You know
I
what?
guess-
You know what? Actually, no. Do you... Keep going, keep going.
No, what was your question?
I would say, do you want a moment to think on it?
Yeah, I'll take a moment.
Let's switch gears.
Take a moment to think about.
Let me say how weird it is hearing your guys' names from Silas in the real world.
Ooh.
It even gives like pause to like Kasai and Marika. Less so Abigail. Did Silas just say your guys' names?
They did.
Yes, she. Oh, not she. Yes, they did. And I'm seriously considering just pistol whipping them now.
I don't know if physical is... I don't know if we're talking. I don't know. I actually just don't know.
Thank God for the advantage.
Are we actually helping, or are we just feeding her more information to have her delusions? Or their
Them.
delusions?
There.
So Jar takes a deep breath. You see the anger melt away from him. I'm gonna try one more time.
Do you want us to physically hold you so you don't try to run away again?
No, I might hurt you. I don't want to do that. He takes
Oriana, not carrying
Silas's
together.
paw in one of his hands,
Alright, you know what you gotta do.
and then
You know what you gotta
the
do.
other hand. Yeah, and then he sort of like makes what's when you pile the hands on top of each other. and
Oh, like
puts
what
the hands
Alexander was doing earlier. Yeah, I get you.
and puts the hands in Silas's lap. Wisdom save or insane was it?
Wisdom.
Or charisma?
Wisdom.
What about
Wisdom.
strength?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
My strength?
Wisdom.
No.
Ah, that's so good too.
Aw.
It's plus a D4, but minus a D8.
I mean, you
Just
could
roll-
bullshit on the D8 and good on the D4.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Okay.
Starting off strong. 21?
Now roll shit on the D8.
Roll one.
Like,
I
Come on,
feel like
give me
it
one.
should be
21
That's
minus...
3.
that's
Oh.
18.
Come on.
Feels bad, man.
That's
Please?
That's a oof ouch. Oh, that.
Can we have a +1?
Hmm.
'Cause we've been like fucking
Oh,
poor all
oh,
night
so
now.
hard.
I'll say no. I'm afraid. That being said, Sajar, roll me a D3.
1d3. What could this be in relation to? We don't roll
I
them.
guess we'll never know.
All right.
Hmm.
It's an amount of
Fantasy.
minutes
Aha.
in game, not out of game. Don't worry.
Before,
I'm just trying to set some
Tertiana
context.
shows up.
2 in-game minutes is significantly longer.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, right. he speaks the true. Once again, Sajar, you are blasted and assailed. How much worse can this magic get? How much worse, you might ask?
Not that worse, right?
I'm not asking.
You ever watch Game of
Right?
Thrones? Fred?
No.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
You're,
Red
you're also
Wedding.
red. So hey, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Take an inspiration. You know you can't apply it to the role you just did. That's the thing that got you the fucking inspiration, right? Don't at me. Don't at me on that. This time, no one rolls necessary. You get grabbed under the armpit by Abigail and Kasai as they hold you for approximately 6 seconds. And then you come to. You don't have to do this, Sajad. Look at you. You're not killing yourself on this, but your soul is withering at every image.
It is.
America's already healing you. Oh yeah, my bad. The damage.
Dang. You're pretty consistent with that damage, actually.
I mean, it's 76, right? Like, the more dice throw, the more consistent it is. Oh. But yeah, once again, you are
yes,
assailed.
Shajar is silently just crying, tears pouring, and he just, without really looking at Kasai, he just says, "You should know by now, Kasai, what kind of person I am."
You're a damn stubborn fool.
No argument there.
I'm
Silence.
guessing he gets back up.
He gets back up.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come back to us.
Roll persuasion. No advantage. Actually, no. Yes, advantage because of NPC always giving advantage. Advantage on that. Plus 2d4s minus a d8. There is a world where you roll 2d4s and then an 8 on the d8, and then thusly nothing fucking matters. there is a statistical
Oh,
chance.
that's fucking good.
Ooh.
Come on.
No.
Yes. Okay, so that's
No.
27. So even if you roll an 8 on the d8, you can't fail.
I don't
There
even
we
roll an 8. Easily
That's a
surpass it.
it's a 5.
Okay. Let's kick it back to the other side then. Silas, you hear Sajar's voice. He sounds in pain. He sounds withered and tired. Different from the anger he was giving you before. You can't help but wonder what's happening.
Now, we're about to renew our vows in like a couple of months. You should totally come to that ceremony. It'll be great.
Totally,
Just
bro.
get married.
Silas is not listening.
Okay, I would. Okay, Fred.
Mhm.
Fred, that was so fucking good. Take a mega inspiration.
That
was so fucking. Oh my god, I wasn't ready. Like you
Like,
used like
Silas.
that, dude. That was perfect. That was fantastic.
Immediate flawless
from-
performance.
dying,
Oh
and
my
like these Silas come back to. So we're renewing our vows. It's gonna be great. Little bash
Oh my-
out.
You should
that
come.
Yeah, that was great.
God.
Do you think if I asked Sajar, he'd like lend me money? Just hypothetically.
Yes, of course. How much do you need?
How much can I take?
Yes.
How much do you want?
Shit. Oriana, how much money would it take to make you a happy woman?
It's just she
That ain't
kinda,
money you need.
like looks off at it just a little bit, just drinks her like whatever she's drinking. Is like, damn, that's deep.
Wind blows and your hair, your braid like flies, and the smell of glorious golden wheat fills the air, and oh, you look like a thinker. A philosopher. How much money would it take, Oriana? How much? I don't know.
I don't have a number.
Who knows?
Enough to buy a school. Let's go with that.
Sajar? Sajar?
Consider it an engagement gift.
Like, oh, fuck,
Let's
I'll
go!
take
Let's fucking go!
that. Go! High five.
Yeah, the new bride and groom high five, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Silas, this is setting up all sorts of wrong in your radar. The question is, do you ignore it or listen?
Yeah, look, everyone's happy here. Everyone's having a great time.
I
Look at all these like having good friends now. It's being hated.
Hey, you think you and I could start working out, and I could start getting buffer, fit for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I can finally shove Silas to the ground.
Okay, you know what? You
Hey,
bought,
that's
you got me
something
at the
you
end.
could
You didn't
teach at
have
the
me until that
school.
last part. Exactly. You know what? First student, let's go.
I'm the first student. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
I think hearing Tajar and
The
how
real
hurt he sounds, yes, the real one, not the engaged
Actual
one.
Gotcha.
Hearing that, they kind of zone everyone out, but like fake people. They zone all the fake people out. And I think all the talking starts to get to them. They start getting overstimulated because they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. First of all,
you're getting overstimulated. Oh, that's an interesting word. Huh.
yeah,
That's an interesting word. Yeah.
yeah. What
Oh.
about it?
I would love to give an inspiration to Garth and Alec for helping along that overstimulating factor that this reality, quote unquote reality, is trying to inflict upon you.
Thank you.
If you never have a moment to breathe and think, you never have to think.
Well, I think Silas will just do what a lot of people do when they get overstimulated, which is just shout stop. And
You
they're kind of hyperventilating a bit.
You shout, stop! And the world erupting from you outward. You guys might have caught it already. You noticed I stopped describing the color because the world was already painted by this point. Including all the weird colors, by the way. As you shout, stop! Erupting from you, a wave of white blankets out. The golden field, white fields. The green bushes and trees and all that stuff, white. It is... Everyone's there, but they're frozen. Statuesque almost, in a way. Sort of pretty. Except Cathal. He maintains his color. Silas, what's wrong? Oh, I'm sorry if the news got to you. He
I think
tucks his coat yeah. He straightens it out like I'm a boss.
Silas is still lightly I won't say hyperventilating at this point. They're just panting, breathing hard. Still trying to figure out what's happening. They just kind of stare at him and they're like, "Stop! Just stop for like 2 seconds. Shh.
Okay.
No noise. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop."
Mm-hmm.
Their ears flatten against their head. They close their eyes and they hold their they put two fingers to their temple and they just think for a minute and they just go, I don't. This isn't, something's wrong. And I feel like if he is still silent, they kind of come to again, not entirely, but they have that sense of they have something to be sorry about, I guess, for lack of a better word, if we want to be very literal with the explanation of that.
Mm-hmm.
And they open their eyes and they look at Cathal.
Okay.
And
you see he's still moving, but he has lost his color.
I think they cover their mouth and they let out the shakiest of sighs and they just go, shit. This has to be brief, because if it's not, they pause it has to be brief. They don't elaborate. They take a step forward. And they put both of their paws on his shoulders, and then, like, cup his face.
Mhm.
They put their forehead to his, and they just very quietly say, "I'm so sorry." And a beat goes by, and then I think if they get that choice, they try to, I guess, wake up, for lack of a better word.
Do you close your eyes and sort of focus up as you're holding on to Cathal? Do you?
Yes, sorry.
Roger. Okay. Then I ask you as the player. One thing. What I will say as Cathal next depends on your pick. How ready is Silass to accept their mistake? And I don't mean accept as in it's happened. I mean accept it fully.
They're not,
Okay.
but they're ready to work towards it.
Okay. That goes with one of the 5 or so responses I had. He hugs you back as you close your eyes and hold your head to his, and he just goes, Silass, I still don't know what you're sorry about, but whatever it is, I forgive you. And his voice echoes and trails. And as you open your eyes to see his form fleeting, this white world fading away, you open your eyes not to white, but to darkness. Dim light. And your friends in front of you, very, very concerned, but maybe perhaps now a little relieved. To the rest of you, from the moment Silass yelled, "Stop," and began all these physical interactions with Cathal, you guys see Silas's copycat in front of them, standing. And they both basically go through the same motions as this pale white world. Obviously, the copycat employs a Cathal. Silass, when you open your eyes, you are hugging onto yourself, in a manner of speaking. Good timing. You come back to reality. And not a moment too soon, a blue light erupts, ripping through reality almost. And Tertiana, with her astral arms, appears, holding open this rift and dropping out of it as it closes immediately. And Tertiana is in this semi-frantic but mostly focused state of awareness. And as she begins scanning across, she sees that you're fine, quote-unquote fine, you're awake. What happened?
I think Silass just starts crying.
Can Oriana just hug him?
You certainly may.
Yeah.
This is Alexander.
Very insightful.
Sijar joins in, gives both of them a bear hug, and just taps Silass on the back, like, well done, and then lets both of them go.
Silass doesn't stop you guys from hugging them, but they don't hug back just yet. Like I feel like they've let go of the copycat at this point, but
The copycat fades, so that makes sense. Marika joined on the hug. I'll say Anushka does join on the hug. Abigail looks relieved, but she doesn't join in the hug. Kasai goes over to you, Alexander, and throws a bit of her way. She leans on you in relief. What's Alexander doing? Other than sighing.
I think he also is Imperador. He keeps his hand on it, but more like ground himself than anything. And as Kasai comes over, leans on him, I think he'll kind of lean his head on top of hers and just quietly mutter out, "Oh," and just watch these friends comfort their friend.
Roll me perception.
Side-based?
It is like
You fucking
Ali,
fiend.
that owl fucking got him.
Emotional owl.
Oh my god, he actually failed.
G'day.
Oh.
You rolled a
Oh.
2.
Around the corner where you guys first initially got sight of Silass, you swear that you see a gilded white, but not gilded, a gold trimmed and white sort of cloak or cape or cowl or some flowy substance like that begin leaving.
Yep.
You know who it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes the gods work in mysterious ways, and sometimes so does man. But hey, it's a good thing he can maintain concentration on Bless for a while.
Ah, so cool.
A bit.
Very, very cool of you.
A guy
Yeah,
like
that's pretty
Varric, he's always hunting for the
Sorry.
truth.
Mhm.
Tertia begins asking you guys an explanation, but that's not something that will have to be covered in this session. We can save for next session, but I will give you guys a brief, an insight as to what Tertia thinks happened, and she is sorry for it. From an out-of-game standpoint, what Tertiana says to you guys, what she believes happened is that Silas's bardic affinity, bardic capability, an extreme sense of compressed or restrained or repressed emotion. And she wonders this in most particularly because Tertiana's magic is very naturalistic. She doesn't cast spells, use incantations, she doesn't need somatic components at times. She's wondering if some of her influence somehow, she has no clue, this was never intentional, but somehow bled onto Silass. So, natural casting combined with bardic magic combined with an immense sense of emotion combined together and gave, well, a false world. That's what she thinks happened. Although she's definitely not 100% sure on it. So, that, my friends, is where we end session immensely long. Thank you all for joining me for today's session. Thank you for getting to some next steps for your character development. Thank you for helping traumatize your fellow players.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thanks for sticking around, guys. Fuck.
Yeah.
Worth
And
it.
I'm sorry to curse you in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Blair end up
I
coming
mean-
along, or did she stay behind?
You stay behind us, probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
That was probably for the best.
So
Yeah, I was just like,
session
no, they
will
don't need to
be-
see the Silas broken right now. That would be worse. Bad.
Yeah.
What else, Anderson?
Oh.
Or you say?
I think we'll be starting next session off with Sajar having his talk because he wanted us all together.
Probably.
Maybe after
Yeah.
a long rest. I feel like Silas needs to cry this off unless it's urgent for Sajar.
After what we all just went through, it can wait.
That's quite fair, I think. That's quite fair. But yeah, welcome to a different spin on character development, I suppose. Sometimes you don't need demons and devils to play tricks on you.
Sometimes
No,
you
you
just
don't.
need yourself.
I think that fits very much for Silas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think...
I don't know if you.
Yes?
Sorry, I was just gonna say I don't know if you saw Ninat, but Sajar would whisper that he's sorry to you
Yeah.
as he's hugging you.
Saw that.
Oriana just hides, crying. She's stuck crying. Shut up.
Yeah. I will say I don't think Silas would be very responsive to much of what
This happening.
anyone asks of them.
Mm.
They'd
Mm.
probably just be really shaky and sound confused. Whether they are or not is to be seen. But they sound very confused.
Sorry,
Welcome
just
to
got
our
something
club.
interesting.
Welcome to our club. You're schizophrenia.
Well, no, let's say... And here's the thing. I'm not saying there is a really set answer for it. I can only give you guys my interpretation. Like, how much of that is your own madness versus you making your own madness, right? Like, when you can make your own world, are you crazy for perceiving the world that you wanted? Like, it's there, right? Like, the taste of food, the smell of the ocean, it's real to you. But how much can you be blamed for it when you're actually manifesting it, right? That's like what's her name? Ace from Justice League, the really sad one that Batman
Yeah.
had to kill herself. Like, how much of that is illusion? Like, it was real. Like, if I could kill people or trying to kill people, right? So yeah, yeah. You're crying, aren't you, Nina? It's okay.
I'm actually not. Genuinely.
Okay. I heard you snap, so I was like, oh shit.
No, it's just really cold down here. But no, I'm good. I'm absolutely
Alright.
good.
What we are and will be to see what there is to see. And I think that wasn't even intentional, all that shit for Silass with this title. Those thoughts came up independently.
Hey. And I'm so sorry for not warning you of my plan, Crash.
No, I'm quite happy it became what it became.
That was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Solid 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's good shit, man.
I thank you guys for joining me on the crazy train. Altani was the only crazy person this session, as we can tell, and I wasn't the only one RPing a crazy person this session, as we can tell.
I was losing my shit when you guys started going off. That fucking that was great.
I would ask this. This is predominantly to you, Nina, but the rest of you feel free to chime in because you guys definitely had info on that. Did you feel whiplash? Like emotional whiplash from like trauma seriousness to happy-go-lucky joking style.
Very much.
I mean, I feel that was the intent.
Yeah.
What about you, Nina?
In any moment in specific?
Just in general. I guess, yeah, if I ever came across.
I don't know. I'll be honest, that's my answer. I don't know.
Okay.
Not really, I guess. Not to a potent enough point where.
Okay. And then Alec, Garth, you guys have guesses?
Yeah, because it was like one moment we're trying to problem solve and doing very serious role play, trying to bring our friend back from the brink of what possibly insanity. And then the next we're trying to convince her the opposite.
Just hanging out. Yeah. Fucking Cathar is like low-key crushing on Oriana. Sajar's married.
That was gonna be what happened, by the way.
Cathal.
That was gonna be what happens if Cathal, like, if you went to the Heartlands.
God damn,
that would have been what would have happened.
That would have been glorious.
Oh,
what about you, Fred? What are your thoughts on it? Did you think it was a bit of whiplash?
Not in a negative sense. No.
I'm not saying in a negative sense, just in general.
For me personally, no, but that may be a quirk of what I'm like, because I'm so used to feeling all emotions all the time, especially in a crowded space. So it's no, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for your input. And yeah, as Garth confirming what you're saying, yeah, that was the intention of it. It wasn't meant to be like to whiplash you guys.
The dissonance is definitely felt, but yeah.
The dissonant whispers, especially.
Apparently.
Oh yeah, those two.
Yeah, that was sort of the insight too. Like, you're tapping into basically, I'm gonna say, you're going against Silass's bardic font, source, etc. Right? As soon as you confirmed it to Cathal, where does your power come from? It comes from love, and I'm like, oh. I had my thoughts on it. I have my thoughts on it already, but that just locked it in place for me. I was like, very good. Very good. Yep. I don't know how well you'll be able to muster against Bellamy, or maybe you're now in a perfect state to go against Bellamy.
It'll depend on how next session goes.
Yeah.
As long as we can get that Coulter guy in the floorboards.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I will say, I might have, if Anush if Kirsty has the time or capability, I might retcon some of Anushka's stuff into this, and I'll ask you guys to be considerate of whatever those changes are. Because I know she
Of course.
probably feels a plunge not attending this trauma session, but I want to make sure she's at least to whatever degree is possible, is musterable, included on this. So. Yeah,
for sure.
We could dedicate some time in the beginning of next sesh to include her with the if she wants to mention any retcons to the party kind of thing.
I'd rather just let her know ahead of time, and Garth, I will probably ask you to upload. Let's see, she probably would have had much input on scouting, so that's good. Scavola, I don't think so as well, but this one is probably would have been the one, right? Not just because Anushka was around, but because that this one has a bit more personal pain, targeted pain at people.
Yeah, Anushka has also been very one of the people specific in our group that's been very attached to Silass too.
Yeah,
From
definitely
my perspective.
I'd say upper echelon, yeah. Yeah, Garth, I don't know like how long this specific side section was, but if you want to start that first before all the others, I would appreciate it. I'm not saying do it right now. I'm not saying do it right. It's right 11 fucking o'clock.
Joke's on you, I set it up. No.
Almost at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I was about to say, we basically played from 12 to 11. That's 11 hours.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
You need to calm down.
We need to stop.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really need to. I mean, I thank you guys for sticking on.
Ditto.
So what is our usual stop time?
It's supposed to be 6
6
p.m. PST 5 hours
So
ago.
4 or 5
So
hours.
We did do it for
9
double.
p.m. Okay.
Yeah, please hold me accountable to that. By the way, please hold me accountable because
Yeah.
I again, my first ever session GMing went for 12 hours.
Jeez.
So
Yeah.
like I have the constitution to keep going. You guys tell me, Crash. I think we're good for what else.
I'm willing to be the bad
It's too
guy.
much fun though.
Yeah.
Right?
And I
Yeah.
wanted. I didn't get
Oh,
to like
here's the
Oriana's
thing.
thing until like after 6 o'clock. Anyways, I was like, I wanted to talk to Scabola, but we keep
That's-
having more stuff come up, and I was like, I'll wait.
Well, that's sort of the thing as well, right? Like, because I obviously I don't have time, and none of us have time. We have all busy schedules and all that, like to dedicate to like doing like one-offs or whatever. And yeah, there's like the texting which we were discussing all that, but like I try to capitalize on the time we all have together. So
Yeah.
that's why.
Mhm.
But definitely, like, don't feel like you're the bad guy. You'll feel like the arbitrator, like dead ass. Like keep us to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm willing to at like 9 p.m. my time just be like, hey, it is now this time.
Yeah, do
Start
that.
wrapping up.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, sure.
And then we can go for like 1 more hour, and then I'll be like, okay, for real this time.
And that's
More
the
hours
only
is dead.
that's the only extension, right, Alec?
That's
I
fine.
mean it this time for real.
I mean it this time. I'm putting my
You
foot
got your
down.
mother.
Okay, Kasai. But yeah, regardless, thank you all for sticking on for basically 11 hours.
No, need not. Here's the biggest inaccuracy with the whole thing is that Kasai wasn't anywhere near Alessander. Like clearly something went wrong with the relationship, and that's not happening.
Well, that's actually the interesting thing. That's why I had.
Horse.
Well, no, that's why I had Sajar and Alessander roll intelligence saves, but he succeeded, so that's why.
Yeah.
Your established significant other. Oriana didn't roll because you're not in there with Lonan yet. Give it time. Get deeper in. Get deeper in,
They
and you
have to
too can
show up.
deceive. To get deeper in, you too can deceive your friends' false reality.
Go
What a
bit
weird-
deeper, and next
Deeper,
time
you say.
Silas has a breakdown.
Next week.
But yeah, that when you rolled that 21 int, I was like, I was ready to have Kasaya using her war scythe to cut wheat. Dead ass.
That'd be fun.
Damn
it, you should've rolled worse.
That would have been what happened, but
What a woman.
but then you succeeded, so I was like, oh, which was the biggest like funny thing, right? Like she worships Exalted Octavian, which is the god of the harvest.
Hmm.
So yeah,
You know what?
what?
You know what to say about love too. You don't only fall deeply; you fall madly.
La di da.
Bloody fucking die.
I've got a
Lottie.
question, and I'm trying to think of how to word it to my fellow players here. And Crash, feel free to weigh in if you.
I also have a question, just so I know what to prep for.
Did when I failed or I chose to fail those intelligence checks, did it feel like it was dragging on at all? Because I didn't
No.
want it to.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
It was perfect for the moment, so shut up and deal with it and fail those checks.
No, by all
Take
means,
the
I was
fucking
happy
stage.
to. I just didn't want to prolong the point more than necessary, but I'm glad that it didn't come across that it was like, okay, it's time now.
I'm honestly happy that I got to bring in everyone else because that show's funny as fuck.
That was so funny.
That show is funny as fuck. Question from my end.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I speak it more into existence? Should I ready a sheet for Altani?
Oh god.
That's
No.
entirely
Oh,
on
God.
Alexander, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, very good.
I think she's a very fun character. I
Probably
don't think
drive a
she
lot
would
of
be a good.
interaction.
I do not think she would be a good NPC for our party.
No.
I would
You don't-
like to see her again.
Yeah,
I
never
see.
talked
So
about that.
recurring NPC. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Oh fuck yeah.
Doesn't even need a stat sheet. It just, she now has a canonical reason to just
What are you
show
going
up
to
in the town.
do? Oh my god, no, Chris is like, no.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, what time is it for? She's 5 hours ahead, so it's like 7 o'clock right now for her.
Oh my god, no. She wasn't meant to be. She wasn't meant to
You weren't
respond.
meant to be here.
She wasn't meant to respond. Oh god. Oh god.
It would
geez.
be 7 for her, yes.
Yeah, 1 hour ahead of Fred, or before.
Yeah.
After. Yeah, where?
Do the most foolish thing.
Yeah.
I can hear her
Yeah.
her shouting that. Why is it always when I'm sleeping?
Why is it always when I'm fucking sleeping?
Yes. son
Wow,
of a
that
bitch.
sounds just like her.
Oh my
She joined the
God.
call for a second.
She didn't, it was me.
Oh my god.
I never. You know what? Fully convinced. Never would have guessed it.
Oh, man, that trauma spell, you've given Sajar some serious shit to think about.
I think bards can be one of these like most against humanoids and other sorts of creatures, the worst people to face against.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because, like,
And I fucking love it.
when they start to do well, not only are you hurting physically, but also emotionally, because they're going to shit talk you, and they're good at it.
Yeah.
Unless they're
I-
played by Need Not. Oh!
Fuck you,
Ah!
dickhead.
Yeah.
Dig it.
I like the point of all that shit wasn't ever to hurt, like kill you guys. Like again, there's no possible way, even at a 5th level, just in a whisper to knock any of you unconscious. Literally.
And we have plenty
The
of
point-
resources to patch someone up.
Yeah. The point of it was to do emotional damage,
Emotional damage.
and I think I succeeded.
Damage émotionnel.
You're correct.
Definitely did.
Oh. Speaking of succeeding,
Yeah.
it is
Okay,
after
Mike.
session. Can I get my multi-sided token now?
Oh yeah.
my Batman alter ego.
Let me go to place.
For